Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lunchcraft. Give me just one moment. Need to put on my headphones so I can hear what the heck is going on today. All right. And before I forget, I need to start my timer. 40 minutes on the clock. All right, a lot has happened since the last episode, and first of all, I'd like to just apologize for the horrible sound quality of my last episode. I had a very nice comment, very kind comment about my audio situation, and I decided to address that and get a new mic. So I'm not using my webcam mic, I'm not using my headset mic. Neither of those were really putting out the quality that I was hoping to. Here's Mark. Mark is all grown up. Shout out to my younger brother, Mark. Mark did find his way into the Nether before growing up. I had a little scare. I was like, where the heck did he go? I thought he died. But I retrieved him from the Nether. He's all grown up, and we can take him for a ride whenever we want now. So that's one thing. I didn't actually put that in here, but here's kind of what's gone on since the last time, since the last Lunchcraft episode. Let me take a sleep. Bob the manager. He's number one on our log here. Maybe wondering, who is Bob the manager? Well, I like to consider these villagers my employees. Bob the manager. Bob V3. This is the third Bob that I had named prior to getting one that didn't die on me. And he's here to just whip my employees into shape, as in infect them so I can cure them so I can get a discount on goods. I've expanded my employee situation here. More employees. And some of them already have been trained, so they have a nice discount. Some of them have not. So this guy is my Silk Touch guy. This is my Fortune guy. Projectile Protection. You can see he has not been trained. I am purposely leaving them slightly exposed to where they could get infected naturally, but I'll probably end up sending them to corporate to get some training. We've got efficiency 4 on this dude. I can only re-roll so many times before I... Oh, and mending. We have mending. I can only re-roll so many times before I'm like, okay, I've got to move on with life, real life. So, yeah. We've grown our corporation just a little bit. We don't quite have a place to put them officially. With having more villagers, we've got enchants going. Just working on some good gear here. I don't know. I do have a helmet as well. I think I was just in the Nether recently getting some more blaze rods for potion making. So we've got golden apples ready to... Oh, I was getting gold in the Nether. That's right. I did not document that in my log here. Sorry, I haven't played for maybe 4 days, 5 days, so coming back to my previous notes here, they're a little vague. Sugarcane farm. You can see I've cleaned up quite a bit here, took out the old sugarcane farm, and we have upgraded. We have an automated situation here. So, for those of you who are not familiar with how these work, and eventually, just a quick side tangent, eventually this same farm, I believe it works for bamboo, so I will either stack one on top or... I'm not in love with this location. I may end up just rebuilding this somewhere else. But anyways, for those of you not familiar with how these work, we have detectors up on this top row here, they detect when... I'll give you a quick demo. They will detect when we have growth to this third layer here. Maybe it'll happen naturally. Wouldn't that be cool? Once there's growth, it triggers, it powers this redstone, which is going to power this block underneath the redstone, which will power this piston. And there we go. And it will just chop all of these off, leaving one at the bottom to continue to grow over and over and over. So I actually don't need to do a demo. That worked out perfectly, the timing there. This is all sitting on mud. Mud is not technically a full block in height, so the hoppers are able to pick it up and move it to our little chest situation here. So that's currently working. Great. I don't love the location. It looks very... it stands out quite a bit. So I need to think of a way to integrate this a little better with the environment, but for now, not too mad. Lastly, since we last met, a secret door has been made. Before I show you that, just the future plans, whether or not this happens before the next episode, I would like to automate the pumpkin and melon growth here. For now, I have a Silk Touch axe, so it's actually pretty efficient at gathering the melons. If you don't use Silk Touch on a melon, you get slices, and it takes 9 whole slices to craft a melon back in its tradable form for the farmers. So we'll work on that. If we build something automatic, it's still going to be faster than if I were to try to harvest them. Remember to harvest them all. Secret door time. The plan is to have a library next to my enchantment table, so I can be able to trade with my villagers, my librarian villagers, employees, and quickly be able to apply some enchantments. And yeah, so I just want to build this setup to where it works best for me. So I built a little hidden... I'm going to build a little hidden library in here where I can come and trade with my villagers. This is just a small room at the moment, but I think I want to make it at least taller so I can maybe stack villagers up, but I'm thinking maybe longer as well. I just need to be careful not to run into the iron farm. I think it's put back enough that that's not going to be an issue. Iron farm is still going strong. And W. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on. The annoying part about this automatic, or this hidden door, it doesn't quite trigger very smoothly. You have to take out this brown book and put it... I don't know if you have to put it back. I don't know. It's basically reading a comparator, which detects a change in the status of this chiseled shelf. I can give you actually maybe a quick little peek at how that works. The door itself, it's a double piston extender door. I just YouTubed a tutorial. So yeah, this comparator is reading a signal. Right now, I think it's powered. This is where that door would receive like a lever signal. But instead of a lever, I just swapped it out with this. I did some toying around and figured out how to get that signal to work. And that's the best I can do on my own. I'm far from a redstone expert, but if you want a further breakdown on how that works, I'd be happy to walk through it. There's my helmet. As far as what we're going to work on today, I was thinking we could either start transferring some of our villagers into here, although that would take a bit of time. Or maybe we jump back into the mines now that we have Fortune 3 and we just loot the mines. Just real quick, another thing. So my plans for the farmers, eventually I want the farmers to be working for me. I want them to be farming these crops, and I want to be able to collect those crops so I can trade. I am working on flattening this big area. I've already done quite a bit of work since last time. I'll bring it up to this level. It just requires a lot of dirt that I don't have at the moment. But I'm going to flatten this whole area up to somewhere over there. And I think I'm going to... I don't know. I need to build a farmer's market of some sort. I was thinking maybe a silo or something, or several silos where the villagers are actually doing the farming, and maybe one for each crop. And in the middle, a farmer's market for the trades. Let me know what you think of that. That's kind of my thought at the moment. But yeah, I would like to incorporate these auto farms in some way that's aesthetic. So the sugarcane farm right now, not very aesthetic. Kind of juts out and is not very pretty. I'm just gonna quickly put some stuff away. Not necessarily... As far as villager stuff, I don't really have a spot specific for villager things. I'm just running back and forth. Let's just drop emeralds with the golden apples, lecterns. I don't know. I just need to get rid of stuff. I don't need that extra. And I think everything else can go over here. I did, in that comment that said to get a new mic, it said, get one that we can't hear your keyboard sounds. Well, I'm not rich, unfortunately. So I got one where there isn't really... It's a Razer Siren V3 Mini, for those of you who are curious. And it just doesn't... I can't use the Razer Synapse software to... I was hoping it could filter out some of the keyboard click-clacks and mouse clicks, but I wasn't able to get that figured out. So right now the mic is just closer to my face and further from... Oh, let's just take this down. Further from my keyboard and mouse. So hopefully it's not too loud. At least my voice should sound nice and clear. Haven't been down in here in the mines in a minute. So this should be fun. I'm a lot stronger now. Okay, my sword is still not enchanted. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly, and you will likely be able to hear my sniffles, so I apologize for that. Have not been down here in a minute. I know that there's definitely some areas of this cave I have not explored, and that they go down a great deal. Okay, we got some redstone. That's nice. Hopefully this is more of a chill episode. Some resource gathering. Some exploring of this cave. I would like to get some diamonds. Some gold would be great. I was getting gold in the Nether, which is nice to get gold, but I don't know if I have the patience to wait for this right now. But I have a fortune pickaxe. If I can just get gold ores. Ow, ow. What the heck? I was gonna jump. Here we go. And, yep. Cool. This is all gonna be extremely dark now that I'm thinking about it. Lovely. I say I'm not a redstone expert, but I probably know more than most. However, I still need the occasional YouTube tutorial, and I'm not ashamed of that. Heyo, we got diamonds. But the plan is I want to learn more about redstone, so we'll have to just learn together. It can't be that hard. My day job, I'm a data engineer, data scientist, data engineer, more likely, more closely associated with what I actually do. So I do have a technical brain. I think, you know, reading, there's plenty of resources online where you can learn, you know, what each of these redstone components do. So I think, you know, I need to train up on it. I need to learn. There's been a lot of redstone advancements, especially with more recent updates. I should be torching on the left here. Hey, we got gold. Yeah, I want to be able to do cool stuff with redstone. I see cool stuff happening in all the videos I watch, and I would like to be able to do some of that stuff myself. I don't want to get too technical, because some of this manual stuff that you do in the game is still enjoyable. There's some relaxation, you know, that comes with mining. Oh, and I hear a zombie, and I see a creeper. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's get this lapis. Let this zombie work his way over here. Yeah, just hanging out and mining today. I did not really have plans going into this episode. If there's anything that you guys would like to see as well, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about everything so far. I'm trying to focus on not getting hit, although I am much less squishy now. I love that. Okay, this is definitely quite the meandering cave we have here. I am out of torches. This is why it's good to pack some extra supplies. Okay. That's the end of that. I hear a little, I don't know if that's a baby zombie. A little creepy. Yeah, go ahead. Blow up. Some dripstone would be pretty cool. I don't know if there's anything near me. Oh man. Some of you newer Minecrafters might not have experienced the days when caves were less expansive. But nowadays, there's the Caves and Cliffs update. These caves have gotten a lot crazier. Alright. I think this one probably goes for a while, and okay, here, let's grab this gold. Actually, oh, aren't you a scary little guy? Thank goodness I have better armor now. That dude would have wrecked me. Love it. I think fortune works on gold ores. Okay. I could probably get lost in this cave, but I'm going to save that for another day. There was another part of the cave. Let's see if I can find my way back. That just looked way more exciting, so I'm going to try to find that. But gold and diamonds and redstone are sort of the priority. I see part of the mine shaft up there. So, of course... Oh, I hate witches. Every time I see gold, I'm going to get distracted here. I'm going to try to head back to our mine shaft. And find that area that looked fun. It basically drops all the way down to bedrock. I think we saw that in the last exploring episode. Last time we explored the mines. Okay, torches on the left. Goes away. Torches on the right. I'm gonna call that right. I think we came from down here. Hope you guys are having a good day. I, for one, have a very busy work day. This Lunchcraft episode is basically between meetings that I have, so it's kind of it's nice that I'm having a more chill episode because I don't think I have the mental capacity for anything super complicated. How did I get here? Did I come from down here? Yeah, this was the lava, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back up where I came from. It's easy. It's so easy in this game for me to just lose track of what I was last doing. I basically just let my stream of consciousness lead what I do in the game, and that's just how I enjoy it. It's nice and relaxing to just let the game dictate what I'm doing. Okay, we're sort of back. Let's go down here. Find that massive drop-off. Oh, I was sort of moss farming down here. I'm intrigued by... I like to put 3 torches where there's something interesting or potentially valuable that I may have skipped. Oh, point of interest. I don't see diamonds or anything, so I don't think this is the way I intended to lead myself. However, this is fun. I don't think that's the main drop I was thinking of. So let's try to find it. I know it's from one of these bridges. Oh. Oh. All right. We'll go with this. This is fun. Quite the expansive cave. I'm just gonna start high up. Oh, love that. I am out of torches again. Let's get some torches going again. Not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I like to start from the top because otherwise you get monsters dropping on you. And that's never fun. You guys already know that I'm very jump scareable, so we don't need any more jump scares. That's a creeper. I did upgrade my bow. Ooh, that is just beautiful. Blasted him. Surprised it didn't take him out. If this was a couple weeks ago, I would be loving this iron, but as for right now, I am good on iron. As for probably a long time. I don't think I'll blasted. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about mining iron. Unless I specifically need the ore blocks. For decorating purposes or what have you. Yeah. Okay. We got gold. And I know I skipped some gold back there, but I would like to get some stuff lit up here. Hey, could you stop it? Very nice. When I first started playing Minecraft, I mean, you didn't have caves like this, like I mentioned. And so it was always so fun for me to create my own big caves, and I just was obsessed with living underground. Nowadays, it's almost too much. It's almost too expansive. I don't really want to live underground. It's so hard to get every nook and cranny with a torch, with some sort of light that will prevent spawns. Although I think with that update, they changed it to where the mobs, they lowered the light level at which mobs would spawn. It used to be higher, so they could spawn a lot easier. So glad they made that fix. Now one torch, I mean, it's basically spawn proofing up until where you see that light fade. Didn't even stand a chance, brother. Diamonds. My friend told this story on her channel, but if you're new to the game, just a quick lesson if you're playing online. Don't take other people's diamonds. And that's all I'll say. Not cool. Diamonds are the one resource in this game. Maybe not the only resource, but one of the resources in this game that you can't replenish easily. You have to mine for them. Okay, we're gonna backtrack just a little. Not even sure where I came from at this point. This looks very familiar to the cave system I just came from. That I was initially trying not to get distracted with. Let's grab this gold. Okay, this is where I wanted to be, and I know there's gold below me. Let me just grab that. Yeah, and if you're new to the channel or this is your first time watching, I appreciate you watching. Hope you go back and watch some of the other episodes. Just be warned, the audio quality is garbage, in my humble opinion. But I'm not going to start from scratch now that I have a new mic, so grateful if you're joining for the first time. Please leave a comment and just let me know what you think, or if you have ideas. I love ideas. I love far-fetched ideas to see if I can make them happen, especially if it comes to automating or redstone. I like building stuff in this game, and a lot of the times you're limited in building stuff by the resources you have. So if you can automate some of it, I'm not really one who just enjoys unlimited resources. Like, I like to still have to work for it. But you know, if there's a way to automate it and make that resource gathering a little easier, then that's, you know, that makes the building experience more fun. But I do enjoy the resource gathering too. Don't get me wrong. It can just be a grind if you're trying to do it all. Do it all from scratch you know, all the time. If I were to only get iron from the mines, then I couldn't build stuff out of iron, for example. And not that I don't know if I will build stuff from iron, but that would be a limitation. So I'm glad that I don't have that limitation anymore. I'm also so glad that I have decent armor. A lot more tanky than I was before. If this is your first time watching, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little distracted. If this is your first time watching, what I was going to say, finish your sentence, boy, is that this is hard mode, and these mobs hit hard. Very hard in hard mode. This is not hardcore. I don't want to not have my world if I die. I would like to keep playing this world for a long time. A forever world, if you will. You know, but people say that they're trying to make their forever world, especially in on YouTube. I feel like they say that and then they end up creating a new world in, you know, next week. How many forever worlds are you gonna make, dude? That's not pointed at anyone specific. It's just what I've noticed. It's one of those clickbaity kind of titles. Join me as I build my forever world. I'm not saying I won't ever create another world again. I very well might. I am just consolidating here. I don't have unlimited storage, so putting some of these smaller items away. And it looks like there's some lush cave over there. Oh my, has time slipped away? We are already down to the last 6 minutes. So you know what would be cool to get is dripstone. See if we can find some. If there were some, it would be over there. I'm running low on torches though, for sure. Pretty happy with the loot. Alright, armor boy. You think you can beat me? Sorry, I see gold. Distracted. Offline goal right now is to get some good villagers, get some good enchantments, get the best enchantments. I want to just max everything out. Get my library set up, at least the infrastructure. I might save some of the transporting for an episode. The punch is almost obnoxious. I have to re-aim. Alright, this is sort of a little island here I don't want to get stuck on. I need to get over there. I might have to go back. The dripstone, the goal with the dripstone would be to create some sort of lava farm. You can use dripstone and lava sources to essentially create infinite lava. And lava can be used to smelt 100 blocks, I think. Wow, this is a wonderful cave. And some glow ink. Beautiful. I almost got distracted by that iron. Where are you? I don't want to get hit into the lava, sir. I would not like that. Get blasted. Get blasted. Alright, let's just get over here. Don't you dare. Dang it. Alright, with 3 minutes left, let's just try to get out of here. I'm gonna try to mark my path on the way out so I know how to get back here and get some. I think that is my exit. Get some dripstone. Dripstone's usually in lush caves, and that looks like a lush cave to me, so we'll just have to remember this is the junction here to get there. I don't quite need these 3. I don't know how I'm gonna remember this. We'll just have to remember it. Let's find our way back. Torches on the right. Torches on the right, people. Yeah, thanks for hanging out for a relatively chill episode. One of the other things I want to build is a little hopper cart or chest mine cart unloader. So I can send this chest up with all these goods and whatever extra stuff I don't want to be carrying. And I could continue to explore the mines, whatever. And then just send more loads up without ever having to leave the mines. Doesn't that sound lovely? Just staying in the mines for days. Oh, beautiful. Look at it go. Alright, let's get in here. So that might be another thing I build off camera now that I have the resources to do it. Alright, see you later. I can always make a new one. Right now, this is sending stuff into this chest. Very cool. It's not that special. I would like to be able to... You can do it with one cart. You can send one cart up. That'll unload. When it's done, it'll send it back down. Right now, there's nothing to power that rail after it's finished unloading. So that's another thing I want to build off camera. That was kind of the first automation idea I had in this world, and now I've got some other priorities. AKA getting rich with emeralds. So let's just say mining adventure. And we gave a tour. I don't need to include that. And we're just going to sign this. This is... Let me just reference episode 4. This is episode 5. And that is another episode in the books, my friends. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoyed more of a laid-back episode. Please, please, please give me some ideas in the comments. Let me know if you think my ideas are good, bad. Otherwise, I may or may not listen to the ideas you give, but your comments are welcomed. Please like the video as well, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys on the next Lunchcraft episode. Bye.